What's going on, you beautiful people? I'm your host, Devoso Films, and welcome back to a brand new episode of the Cookie Mug Podcast, marking the 10th episode. So, of course, I had to make this one a special one. Back a few months ago, probably a year ago, I collaborated with a very good friend of mine known as the Anemone. So, I decided to bring him on to the podcast today. So, you want to introduce yourself, my friend?
What's up, baby girls? What's happening, guys? I am the Anemone. People kind of pronounce it wrong, but it's fine. They call it I don't know what they got.
The Anemone.
I forgot. I forgot. But I'm Adrian. I do music. I had a history of writing. I do a little bit of drawing, but that's not really a big thing. I just like post it out, and that's about it. But I'm also working on other things too. I might announce it here later on in the episode. Yeah, like the music, like the whole music thing has been mainly my thing. Like a while back, I did a lot of YouTube videos, but that didn't go as well.
Yeah, man, yeah. We all have our videos that we just look back at and we just like silently delete. It's just like no one needs to know. No one needs to know. Yeah. But yeah. It's been insane. You know, the progress that has been made on your end. I remember, I don't know if it was, hold on, I'm gonna have to make sure I'm not lying to the audience. There was a specific song that pretty much put you, like, a lot of notoriety in the small YouTube community. Hold on, oh, right, here it is. It's the Take My Life. I have to admit with you, the progress you've made with that beat specifically has just been incredible. You want to walk us through like the stages it has gone through?
I have like little different versions of it that I played around with, but
yeah,
you know, this whole album, the whole Injustice wasn't planned at all. Like, it was just, Not the Same was the first single. It was supposed to be that. But since the whole record label had a new feature to where I can delete my old tracks or any delete tracks, I could do that. So I decided I wanted to take a new step and kind of take my stuff seriously, because I used to release music instrumental because I wasn't really ready to like have my voice out. You know, I just wanted to. No, I could have just posted on YouTube, you know, how they do with type beats and stuff. I could have just done that. But I just wanted to, you know, share my voice. This second album though, which I'll talk here in a little bit, it's going to be a little bit better. Because around this time, it wasn't, you know, this album was not planned at all. So it was just me, you know, doing new things, and the progress was pretty cool. I didn't want to do whole verses and stuff, so I wanted to put features on there. And Yasuhito, his name has changed from that day, and a whole different name. I think I don't know if he's taking a break or what, but I hope he's doing all right. It's been a while since I've talked to him, but you know, he did really good. It was a you know, I was looking for a whole bunch of people to kind of
add on
do that track.
Nice.
I had this one guy that I had in mind called Livelbucci. I don't know how to pronounce the Livel. It's Livel and then Bougie. I've known him from high school. Before I left public school, and when I first came to high school, he was in my reading class at the last period, and so he did music too. And over time, over the years, I think it might have been somewhere during COVID. Me and him just kind of talked here and there. And I've kind of put it out as music here and there and kind of support him. Nice. A collaboration hasn't really happened, but we've did kind of talked about, you know, if he wanted to, you know, he kind of told me that, hey, if I need a track that needs to be mastered or something, let me know and I can bit. So
Oh.
that might happen, but I would really like to do a collaboration.
Mhm.
There's like a whole bunch of small music artists and
Yeah.
in my high school, or was my high
Oh.
school. I'm
Mhm.
doing online right now, but like,
Right.
you know, it's I know one person too. He did a few like rap songs, and
I
then
see.
another person, and
Mhm.
then people that I've known at that school. Um, they've always kind of, wanted to do some kind of music, but never
Mhm.
really. So
Yeah.
I'll have a feature for my second album.
Right.
You know,
Y
me and this girl.
Oh.
She, I've talked to her about it for like a collaboration because she does music and all that. I haven't really listened to her music yet.
Mhm.
So, because I don't know if she has music already out or what, but I'm gonna
Right.
have to talk to her. But I've just told her like once I get done, with our feature track, I'll let her listen to it, and then we can try to work together on that. But
Yeah.
you know,
I see.
like my second album is gonna be much better.
Right.
The
Right.
one thing that I just kind of you know like this was entirely new for take my life, because
Mhm.
I wasn't supposed to release take my life, but
Oh.
I just decided, oh, this sounds good, let's
Right.
make something that's big. Well, kind of big. I
Mhm.
released which you saw the video
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
the whole Paul versus Askren
Yeah.
promo
Yeah.
concept.
Yeah. I love that one.
I didn't know that video was gonna blow up. Like, oh my gosh, it's like 53,000. I'm like, what
Yeah.
the hell? I mean, sorry if
No,
I
no,
don't know if
no.
I can cuss,
No,
but
you can, you
okay,
can.
but
It's I'm completely okay
okay,
with it. Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, I was like, what? This is crazy, and it started
Yeah.
blowing up here and there. Like, I didn't know that was gonna get any views, but
Oh man.
yeah, like the whole take my life wasn't supposed to happen. Like, I was
Mm,
supposed to, because I was in the whole stage of releasing just singles and
right.
all that. Like, I had a whole entire different project in the making, but since the United Masters had that update of me allowing me to personally delete, the
Yeah.
older songs and all that, and kind of have like a restart, because I've tried to contact them, and I finally
Mhm.
did,
Oh, nice.
and we managed to talk, but then I found out that it had this update, so I have to email them and be like, "Oh, I got this. It's fine, y'all
Right.
released the email, the update. Y'all guys didn't tell me, but it was a whole working thing, and I
Nice.
was so mad because I wanted to kind of get these tracks out, because I kind of wanted to have my voice out, but
Right.
I was wanting to have from my then EP. I don't know if you've listened to it or what. It was like a
Mhm.
long time ago, like 2019, I think.
Mm.
Um,
Mhm.
but
I might have. I would have to like really jog my memory. But
yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
but yeah, like I was supposed to release like a whole like series. Like, I was supposed to be. I did release a volume one and volume two, but I believe, yeah, I think I released an album. It's been forever,
Right.
but yeah, I was supposed to like release like volume one, volume two, and volume three, and then release an album, like a collage or something,
Right.
and then kind of get started with the second album.
Mhm.
Yeah, like it's been changed here and there, and
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad that I kind of transitioned to something of me singing,
Yeah.
and that was the beginning. So
Mhm.
I can personally say that Injustice. Um, there's some parts of me that I'm proud of, and there's some parts I'm not proud of when it
Mhm.
came to the mastering and
Right.
how it sound. But this second album, I'm gonna be more prepared. I'm gonna take more time, but I'll talk about that
Mhm.
album later on during this podcast. But
Right.
yeah,
Right. Nice, man. So something that did capture my attention is you were saying that there was a lot of people like would there was a lot of indie like musicians in your school like when you went publicly. Um, how like could you give like an estimate of how many people were like in the small music industry?
there's probably a lot, but I don't think they had
Mm.
released like songs on Apple Music and all that.
Oh, I
Like, it
see.
was just me and Kyrie. Like,
Mm.
that's Bougie's real name,
Ah,
Kyrie.
I see.
But but yeah, he had music out,
Mm,
on Apple Music and all that, which was
mm.
pretty cool.
That's
Which I
pretty
think he
nice.
kind of started off from with SoundCloud, which I kind of did, but I started off with Audio Mac.
Mm,
But I need to put the tracks for Injustice
right.
on Audio Mac because I haven't done that yet. But
I
I mean, I
see.
was kind of too lazy to do it. But
See.
I just had to say that because I
Right.
was working on music the whole entire time. I wanted to
Right.
take that little break for a little while.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I don't know. I think there's more.
Mm-hmm.
I can say that. I know that I'm talking. I know a few bands that are in there, and they're throwing like little performances
Oh, nice.
at this place called Easy Going Gallery, which I have some stuff to talk about on there. Which I don't know if you saw in my story, but we'll talk about that later on.
Right.
But I
Right.
got
Right.
something
Right.
planned, which will be exciting to kind of talk about.
Oh, all right.
But yeah, like they throw like these performances at Easy Going Gallery.
Nice. Nice.
There's I think there's like I don't know if there's two or three or more bands, but I know they do these really good music, and
Nice.
I never been to one of their concerts or anything
Mm-hmm.
before, which I will maybe
Mm-hmm.
around April 22nd. I don't know.
Right.
Just depends on what I'm doing,
I see.
but yeah, like I really want to kind of get the atmosphere and kind of see what it feels like being at something
Mm,
like
okay.
that because it's actually been a while. But
Right.
but
Yeah.
yeah, like it's cool to kind of see these music artists kind of develop as well and see their
Yeah.
different kind of styles of music and kind of support them. Okay, so even if you don't really like the music genre, just
Mm-hmm.
go ahead and just go over there and just support them because they're on up an event. They're kind of
Yeah.
sharing their own music, and it's kind of nice to see different genres and stuff that I haven't really listened to,
Yeah.
or stuff that I know but I don't listen to that often because
Mm-hmm.
I have like a whole music different taste now.
Right.
But around this kind of time in my life, I really want to explore, and I'm kind of getting boring in some. I'm getting bored of some music, so I kind of want to listen to a whole bunch of like man, I might just start listening to damn opera music. Like, yeah.
Is it
But yeah,
self-explanatory?
um, I don't know a number. I don't know a number of how many artists there is at that school, but I think
Mm-hmm.
that one of them reached out to me and then they said, keep doing what you're doing. Um, I know a few artists out there, but you kind of stand out.
Yeah.
Um, so I really want to tell you that. And this was like I don't know, like a while ago, but
Nice.
it was nice to kind of get that message. But
Yeah.
I don't get as much messages when it comes to the music and all that. But
Mm.
that was pretty nice. I was like, oh, this guy
Sweet.
knows me because I don't know if I followed him or if he followed me or
Uh-huh.
something. But yeah,
Yeah. Nice. Nice. But yeah, I'm actually really impressed that there was that many small musicians and stuff like that. There's a lot of people that would like to do music. I'm one of those people. Like, I would love to do it, like not even like serious music. It's just like me like joking around in the mic,
yeah.
just being goofy, something like Tyler the Creator, not take it serious. Right. But I guess
uh,
I can understand why some people like in your school didn't really like post as much, just because it's confidence, and you know that's something I lack of entirely, when it comes
Me
to,
too.
yeah. Yeah, that's one of the things that I guess many small um musicians, I think you can also relate to this, like where you're like, should I post this or should I not post it, because I don't like the,
Yeah, that.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
like
some of,
I was.
hmm
Yeah, like I was kind of like that when it came to making the songs for Injustice. Like I wanted to make everything perfect. I didn't want to release something that kind of
yeah,
was a little bit eh.
yeah.
Like I can be honest here, I was a little bit eh for the track Stranger.
Hmm.
I was a little bit eh. Like if I can go back in time, I could kind of get rid of the monologues of me talking, and
Mm,
then before I start singing, there's that little monologue and all that. I could just take that out and I could and I'll be satisfied. But I just wanted to
right,
have that little story thing. Like Stranger
right.
was more of it's it kind of stands out. It's kind of like a different multiverse kind of thing. So it's like
Mm,
a totally different story from what the album was going, and it had a different vibe. So that's kind of something like that. But
I see.
yeah,
Nice, nice. But yeah, yeah, that sounds all awesome and stuff. So I saw that back then you used to do live, no wait, no, I'm sorry, I was about to say live performances. If you want we can talk about that. We can talk about how much work you put into those, like behind the scenes. I remember this one specific video. Let me scroll. Okay. Physical and Alone Again. All those performances I watched. How much
yeah.
work did it take for you to like make all of those? Because I remember Physical being the one that stood out the most to me because there was lights and everything. You went hard on that, bro. I could tell. So how much
I
work?
just, I just, I wanted to do something with the Christmas lights, so
Mm,
I just because we have a cord,
right.
like one of those cords that you have outside, and so I just
Um,
kind of dragged that over there
put them to
because
good use.
I wasn't really prepared. I wanted to do something for the end of the year, which I forgot this year. I was planning on doing something, but I just
Hmm.
totally forgot. And
Right.
plus, I had a whole bunch of stuff going on,
Mm,
so I just had to take my little break and kind of come back for a little bit and just kind of plan a lot of stuff. But
right.
yeah, like yeah, that was some work.
Mm-hmm.
The lights was something that I wanted to kind of do. I didn't want to
Right.
have because it was around Christmas,
Mm-hmm.
so I had these extra lights that I
Ah,
had. So I just decided because I think I had these lights in my room, so I just took them out. I think I just took them out and just laid them
yeah.
like in the trees and all that. And I think I don't know if I had two. Yeah, I had that, and then I had one of my lights to kind of have a little bit of thing. So it isn't. I was gonna do something where it was just the Christmas lights, but
Mm-hmm.
it will just be too dark. And then um, the Alone Again one was
Mm-hmm.
in my damn computer room, so
Oh.
I didn't have nothing in the back. It was just dark.
Mm.
I had the whole filter kind of set,
Yeah.
to have it into like that dark kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I just did that because I didn't really have like a backdrop where it was black,
Mm.
so I can do that or a green screen. So I just did that and the makeup was pretty cool. It, that was the only thing that I kind of did that performance was just the makeup because I
Mm.
just wanted to have fun with that. But
Right. I
yeah,
think
like I
you
had
would.
a
Yeah.
lot of fun with the whole physical. Um, yeah, I think I did. Gosh, it's been a while. Yeah, I did like two little shots. I think around the same time or
Mm.
something. I don't quite remember.
I see.
Like as soon as you get older, you start to not remember as much because I'm going back because recently I'm going back, which we'll talk about my whole writing thing of currently what
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing with the whole writing and story thing, what I got planned.
Right.
But yeah, like I'm looking back at my own story on Wattpad,
Mm-hmm.
and so yeah, a few has changed. Plus, there's a lot of errors, like writing errors. So it's
Right.
kind of like, oh my gosh, like how in the world did this happen? Oh my gosh! And then there's some like parts where I don't even remember writing at all, and it's just kind of like, what? This is crazy. So
Oh
it's just been
god.
a while
Yeah.
because I kind of wanted to have fun
Right.
lately, and I've been getting bored, so I've uh, just been reading my old stories, and it's just kind of like, oh my gosh, did I really write this? Because this was back in like 2017.
Oh snap.
Um, yeah, I think it was around either September or something. I might have to look at the date, but oh my gosh, like, there was a lot of errors on that. Like, how did I not go? How did I not see that? Like, I was like, okay, let's just release this because I thought I did it, but oh my gosh, that's horrible.
Right.
My gosh.
But yeah, that.
But yeah, like the yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, sorry.
No, no,
But
that's okay. So you can continue.
but the whole performances was pretty cool. I'm
Nice.
kind of disappointed that I didn't push myself to do performances for last year,
Mm-hmm.
end of the year for last year. But I'll definitely try to do something, which I'll talk about later on and what's going on
Right.
with the live performances and all that. But I mean, it wasn't really live performances because you know how those music artists was doing the performances around COVID time, and it wasn't really live. It was just pre-recorded.
Yeah.
I wanted to do something like that, and I wanted to put some kind of performance kind of thing on my channel instead of it being music videos and all that. So I just wanted to do something like that.
Nice. I remember you brought up like a small bit, just like saying that you did makeup and everything. Bro, you are very good at doing like makeup and stuff like that. Cause I remember you were flexing in my DMs like this the Michael Myers, the Michael
Oh
Myers
yeah,
mask. Yeah, that was the coolest
I have it
thing.
right here.
Oh,
I have it right
sick.
here, right beside me.
Nice,
It's
nice.
like it's like on top of my dresser behind my mini refrigerator. I don't even have nothing in my mini refrigerator right now, but
It just
I
looks cool.
have it right here, and
Nice.
with my light right there just shining on it. I also have the other one, the 78 Michael Myers, and then I have the Kills one. But yeah, I was out here just trying out, doing like the rehauls around October, and so I had bought the 78 mask.
Nice.
Because I didn't really want the Kills one,
Mm-hmm.
but I wanted to get the 78, and so I decided just to use spray paint to kind of repaint everything.
Yeah.
And it just got all over on the hair. I wasn't thinking straight. And so I just had the 78 one that's staying nice to stock paint, and then the other one I did, and I can look right here, like I did like there's a lot of stuff I can tell you, because I did a full out paint job first, and then I got done, everything was fine, and so I was trying to make sure that the paint didn't come off, so it did. So I had to wash off all of that and kind of repaint a little bit. And all that I did for this one was I don't know what it's called, something dry I don't know, but it was a black wash,
I see.
So I kind of mixed in a little bit of black paint and brown, and I think I mixed in some gray, and I lightly stirred it around water, and so I just kind of did the coat. But the burned areas, I did a lot more of the, like I added more of the paint to it, and I had like a little sponge or something, and I just lightly dabbed on the areas and made sure. And then the hair, I got like this thing to where this matte little gel thing or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I see it right here, um, Podge, Mod Podge.
Oh, okay.
And so I just put it on the hair to make it a little bit harder, and it looks good. And the hair, I just I kind of brushed it because these masks kind of has like the whole like the patches, so they don't really put the hair fully on. They have to do it in these patches, and then when you lift up the hair, you can really see like the bald line right there, the whole like why long. Oh my gosh! Like, oh my gosh! You need some new weave, Michael Myers. So yeah, so I just kind of brushed that off, and then I had a spray bottle, and I just sprayed some water to kind of get that little hairy kind of. I mean, but just kind of the water just made it easier to style.
Yeah.
Then after all of that, I just did the hairspray just to stick it on. But I can tell you, like that the hairspray really made the hair smell good.
Okay.
I'll tell you that.
Nice. So when you're out there
The
scaring people, they're gonna smell that hair and they're like, it smells pretty good.
Yeah, and then the blood. All it is clear glue, like regular glue bottle that kindergartens use.
Right.
So you like the clear glue, paint. I think I used that Mod Podge as well, but that's all I really used for the blood. And then I put it on the stuff, and I had the spray bottle, and I sprayed on the blood so the blood can kind of get that shot effect. So it did pretty good. And then I left some on the ears and all that, but overall that's really good. And oh my gosh, the coveralls were crazy. I had a crazy fun on that. Like it was great. But I might just end up giving these away and getting money. But I've always well, not for money though, but just give them away because I really want to kind of restart and just kind of buy new mask and kind of do better rehauls.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I think it was pretty cool. Messed up on a few times with the '78 one. Like I had to throw away one because it
Oh,
just got
snap.
so ruined.
Oh, snap.
But with my stupid self using like a spray paint, like
Oh,
spray
snap.
paint can,
Yeah.
try to make it look good, which they did that in the original film
Mhm.
with the Captain Kirk mask. They
Oh.
used the white spray paint, but
Oh,
that was about it. But
I see.
I haven't touched the '78 one when it came to the painting. I just used I just did the hair method, and it was good.
Yeah.
And I wanted to do a movie accurately, and because I
Mhm.
have long hair, I didn't want my hair poking out as much, so I put a Velcro on the inside.
Ah, okay.
So once I put it on, I can just Velcro it in
Right.
tightly, so nothing did happen.
Nice.
But yeah, I think this was pretty cool. I
Yeah.
might get I might give it away, but over time and get me like a whole new set of masks. But I've always wanted to do something like that. I might do like a little rehauling thing if I do get better, and then
Mhm.
people can kind of send in their mask, and I can do it, and then I can send them back in. And same for the coveralls. I did good on that. Like I think that'll be pretty cool. Same with painting. I really want to do like old fashioned kind of paint, like Bob Ross paint, because I'm
Yeah.
usually doing drawings on my hand or
Right.
in the or on my phone because I don't really have a tablet. So
Mhm.
I just do the whole drawing stuff. But yeah, I really want to try something like that. Be more crafty.
Right.
Maybe next year. But
Yeah.
yeah, the whole makeup thing with the Alone Again was pretty nice, and also for the Injustice album, I didn't really do as
Oh.
much makeup for that.
Mhm.
Like for an example, the Injustice album cover, I just had like dark like regular girl makeup, but it was a dark shade.
Yeah.
I don't man, I don't know what it's called. It's for like it's a powder thing, but I just
Yeah.
used that to kind of darken my eyes a little bit for
I
the
see.
cover, and I just did the nose. And I think it was hot around that time, so that tape that was covering my mouth kept on falling.
Oh,
So
snap. Yeah.
so I had to hurry up and do that. But
Yeah.
uh, yeah, very proud of that.
Yeah.
And I think I made the blood a little bit too dark though than last time.
Right.
But
Well,
yeah,
I don't really. I mean, I don't think it would really matter. I mean, this is just to get the message through. Is like this is blood. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And which there's like a story behind the whole blood because the guy gets possessed.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
which I'll talk about something uh probably later on in this podcast, but it's big.
Mhm.
And I don't know if it's going to be the other thing or not, but
Yeah.
I'll announce it with the other thing later on. But
All right.
it's in the work in progress. It's not music videos, but
Yeah.
I am
Yeah.
working on music videos though. There is those bushes, like those pink flowers, are there,
Right.
and the whole music video thing is taking place in October, like Halloween and November, and they don't
Okay.
have those pink flowers on there, so I
Sure.
have to wait to get back to making music videos because I gotta film two more music videos and I'm done with the whole story of the
Mm.
whole Injustice music videos. But man, I was like, oh my gosh, really? Like these whole pink flowers in there, and I'm getting back to doing my thing again after having my own break. Like, oh my gosh, bro. Like,
That's rough, man.
man, I was so mad. But I think next week I'll be able to do it.
I
Hopefully.
see. I see. So, you know, it's been, we've all seen like you've been on, this content creating thing for a minute. What is it, what keeps you going? Like who inspires you to keep going and stuff like that? Like,
Um, I've just kind of watched a few videos. I've been watching a lot of Steve Harvey and him
mm,
giving advice, and
I
he's
see.
gotten really good advice when it comes to things. And I
Yeah.
don't I don't really know a specific advice to share, but he
Mhm.
really shares some stuff. And there's also other um people out there that kind of inspire me
Mhm.
and to keep me going. But I don't really have anyone that keeps me going. I don't want to say the weekend or something because he's
Right.
just an inspiration for the music though. But like
Right.
in life in general, I mean, he could be something. But I
Mhm.
just, I just really you know,
Like his
push
movement.
myself to kind of try better, because as you get
Yeah.
older, you start to, you know, develop, and you
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
gotta, you don't want to overact on certain things, because I
Yeah.
used to overact a lot of stuff, and I didn't have a lot of patience back in the day.
Mhm.
So I do have a lot of patience when it comes to things. I want to take time, and the things that I want in life, you just got to be patient and wait for that time to come. Same
Yeah.
thing when it comes to, things that you want to do and but you can't do. You just got to, just hold on tight, because you
Mhm.
in life you're gonna achieve that if you push yourself. You just got to
Right.
be patient, because in life, sometimes, and some people, they can't really do that at the moment.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't have really anyone that
Okay.
inspires me like that.
Yeah.
But like when it comes to like writing and music, there's a whole bunch of other people.
True.
You
True.
know.
Yeah. Completely understand that. Um. So I'm not sure if I should mention this, but I remember back then there's a lot of people that were actually, you know what? No, scrap that. I'm not gonna mention that. What
All
else
right.
could we speak about? What are your opinions right now? Since there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes on the YouTube side of things. What are your opinions on the recent YouTube fights that have occurred, like this year?
Um, give me some. Give me like some
A
like people
reference?
to talk about then.
Deji.
I'm disappointed in the
Yeah.
Deji. Like seriously, but
Right, right, right.
Alex Wasabi thinks that he could beat KSI. Like, come
Yeah,
on,
man,
man. Like,
that's
he's a different person than Deji.
exactly.
Like, seriously. And
Yeah,
and JJ might, they're in talks about him fighting either late this year or early next year.
yeah.
Um, so I don't really want JJ to fight Alex though. I mean, I would
Same.
rather much want him to fight that other dude.
Austin?
Gosh, I forgot what his name is.
Austin McBroom?
Yeah, Austin. I
Oh.
forgot about his name.
Yeah.
But yeah, like
Right.
he needs to, because JJ is like, if I fight Austin and all that, then I'll fight Jake Paul. Like, no, JJ, like you gotta have you gotta have a couple more fights than that, than
Yeah.
just Austin or Alex. Because Jake Paul has gotten really good, and to be
He's getting
honest,
really
Jake
good.
Paul doesn't really bother me anymore.
Right.
Same thing with like, okay, I'm just gonna mention this guy's name, and that's it. Trump.
Yeah.
He doesn't really bother me as much no more.
Right.
I just don't really, you know, have a lot of hate for people as much no more
Yeah.
like I
Yeah.
used to. I just want to be surrounded with good energy, and plus, I don't want to
Right.
feel that bad energy.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
that's the only name I'll talk about when it comes to that.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. It's all good.
um,
It's all good.
yeah, like and what's another person I can get my
mm,
thoughts on? I don't really know anything going on.
uh,
Or was it just that?
I guess it was just that. I mean,
Yeah, because I haven't. Yeah,
yeah.
because I haven't really seen a lot when it
Yeah.
comes to that.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, I remember
yeah.
the Tyron Woodley thing, like the second rematch. That really surprised me, like a lot. And
Now, now that was at the last moment. Like he wasn't.
yeah,
I mean, maybe he was training, but not for a fight though. But
yeah,
that was gonna happen because that was at the last moment. And
yeah,
I mean, I had potential for Tyron
yeah,
because
yeah,
he
yeah,
he he, he did stuff to Jake Paul that we haven't seen.
yeah,
But I'm proud of Tyron. He's
yeah.
kind of been my only favorite opponent
For
from Jake Paul.
true,
Um, but Deji was good. Like if Deji trained for that fight,
he would have.
because the things that I've heard about Deji when it came to that fight, it kind of really disappointed me.
Hmm.
So, and also, I don't know if it was for that fight or if it was for the other fight with Vinny. But
Yeah,
I was very surprised when it came to the Vinny fight as well.
yeah, same.
But
Legit.
yeah, but like, yeah,
Yeah, I've literally always predicted how Deji's gonna lose, and I remember, bro, I was so disappointed in myself when I said this in a video. I said, if Deji loses against Alex Wasabi, I will shave off my mustache. And and then I can't really look at the fight because I'm driving from my dad, right? And then I start hearing the commentary go, "Deji's not throwing, Deji's not throwing," and I'm like, "Oh, Deji, please, please," and
Now,
then
to be
right,
honest, I haven't seen the full fight of this new Deji thing.
yeah,
I just
yeah,
only
yeah,
seen what happened,
yeah.
but
I haven't
I'm
seen it
very
either.
surprised. I'm very surprised about it. Like especially for Alex. Um, I don't know if I've watched Alex or Deji first, but
Hmm.
both of them are my childhood
Right,
artists. So it was kind of artists,
right, right,
creators. So it was pretty nice to kind of see that going on because
right.
I've known Alex since for like a while when it came to the Wasabi Productions when I was little. You
Hmm.
know, that was the thing back in the day for me.
Yeah.
But nowadays, like Roy,
Hmm.
I love Roy better than Alex to be honest. But man, like I don't know, like I mean, I guess that was the trend back in the day when
Yeah.
these two people or a group of people kind of separate, and it's kind of
Yeah.
like like the Sidemen has only been the only YouTube community that's kind of stuck around for
Oh
a
yeah, for
while,
sure. Yeah,
and like
absolutely.
and yeah, like same for like Team 10, like they did their own stuff, but they kind of just fell apart. Like it
Yeah,
was just kind of you know,
they
but
imploded.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm not gonna lie, I did watch a few videos when it came to around that time with Team 10, and it was all right.
Hmm.
But that was like the old Jake Paul though. But
Yeah.
I don't really know about Jake Paul though. Like I don't know,
He
man. But
always, in my opinion, he always does something that makes everyone happy, but then he says something that just makes everyone pissed off. Is just
like Jesus, come in the ring right now, my boy. Now,
coming now, boy. Oh God, the
like
second
Jesus, come
coming.
on, Michael Jackson, come on. But Michael Jackson's dead. Shut up, you. Shut up. Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, bro.
Or hell, Will Smith.
Will
Will
Smith,
Smith and Chris Rock.
he's got
He
power.
wanted them to fight as well.
Yeah, he did. He's like, I want Will Smith. He's got power behind them slaps. Oh my God. Well, yeah, man.
Like Chris Rock could have done something, but Chris Rock
Oh yeah,
made the
for
right
sure.
move and not made it into a whole thing because
Yeah,
like maybe I would have done something, but I would have done the same thing like Chris Rock. But I
yeah.
know that Will and Chris are both friends.
Hmm.
But maybe maybe there's something bothering Will, or Will
Yeah,
is dealing with something that's personal. I don't know, but it
yeah,
isn't in the public. But I don't really have so much thoughts on that. But I know that Chris and Will are great friends. I
yeah.
just don't know what happened because he was laughing.
And then he went to slap
Like
him.
what everyone's saying. He saw you know,
Jada.
his girl.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
just
yeah,
kind
yeah,
of
yeah.
not really liking it. But I've heard that you know, they released like a post or something that I saw
Yeah.
saying that she said he kind of overreacted. I mean he could have maybe he could have yelled out some words and that was about
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
instead of like slapping him in the face. But
Yeah.
it's whatever,
Yeah. Apparently,
and could have made a good example of the Oscars, but instead of that he just went
yeah.
up and because they must feel embarrassed from after that. But I don't know. I
Absolutely.
don't want to say too much
Yeah,
because
yeah,
you
yeah.
don't know what was really going on.
True.
So I'm not for sure.
Yeah, that whole thing. I'm still kind of like I'm just kind of like, wow, it really happened. Like,
First of all, I thought it was fake though, but since when I
same.
was hearing Will yelling, I
Uh,
knew it wasn't.
yeah, you can feel like
And,
just that awkward silence. You could feel it. It's so uncomfortable. I'm like, someone say something, please. Yeah,
yeah,
but then
yeah.
somehow people were starting to turn that one slap into like I don't know what I don't know if it's called toxic masculine. I don't want to get into that because I just think that argument's stupid. It was a slap. That's all. He just went up there and said pop 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 and that's it. And he went back to his chair. That's all that happened. I was just lost for words when I saw the whole thing, and
Yeah.
yeah, it was just sad. It was like, damn, bro, why?
I mean, that's whatever. That's
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. But yeah, man. I mean, things have been this year has just been insane in general. Like you see things that you don't expect to see happen, and it happens. It's just what's going on? Why is this happened? But yeah. Oh
Yeah, like
man.
for an example, I thought that Morbius was going to be a good movie, but it
Oh
turned out to
my
be a
god.
sucky ass
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah. I mean, should we talk about a little bit about that? Spoiler warnings and before we do anything, because I do.
Yeah, sure, sure,
Yeah.
sure.
All right. So spoiler warnings if you.
Spoiler warning, y'all! Spoiler warning, y'all!
Yeah. Spoiler warning. Warning.
Yeah,
But yeah.
yeah, you gotta let it out. You gotta let it out.
So the end credits is what gets everyone riled up, especially is how the hell is Vulture getting everything back like that? And I'm just so
I don't know.
confused. I'm so confused. Like why?
I mean, he's Michael Keaton, okay?
Yeah,
Michael
he's
Keaton.
yeah, you
He's
never catch him.
Batman.
Yeah,
And Birdman. He's
yeah,
Birdman and Batman
yeah. I
and
feel bad
Beetlejuice.
for Jared though. Like he can never get a movie that revolves around superheroes.
He's been starred in every like bad kind of like superhero or
Yeah,
whatever kind of film. Like I guess he was all right in Suicide Squad. Like I
right.
wish he had a little bit more, but from from um from concept arts, they did do drawings of him and Batman kind of having their first encounter. But we gotta wait until
Right.
that damn Snyder cut drop, which I'm very glad that they kind of changed his appearance.
Yeah.
You know, same like Morbius. Morbius. Yeah, like they used the damn Batman theme on the movie, the Christopher Nolan one.
Oh snap!
I don't know if you've, I don't know if you kind of, you know, caught that while
I
watching it,
I
but
probably
when he was
didn't.
going in the damn blue little thing with the bats flying, you can kind of
Hmm.
hear it.
Oh, I'm gonna have to check that out because I did not catch that. I did not catch it. But
Oh,
yeah,
but yeah,
yeah.
like it was kind of like, like
Dude.
it's clearly Christian Bale with Batman.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
just completely took that soundtrack and put it in an damn Marvel movie.
yeah,
Come on
yeah.
now.
They're taking this multiverse thing a bit too far now.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that oh man, that whole thing did. You could just it was really bad. I'm sorry, the movie was just horrible. The cuts were bad. The editing was very bad. I oh man. I remember there was this awkward part in like the end credit scene where Morbius goes intriguing. You could just feel like that part was not edited correctly at all. It was oh
Yeah.
man. And then apparently Michael Keaton wasn't able to show up to film his part as the Vulture.
Oh,
I don't even know why.
I
Why they
didn't
had
know
to
that.
they couldn't have given him like a more different suit. There's a lot of people saying that
Yeah,
Vulture.
right. Because
Yeah,
it's like the whole the whole universe is kind of changing after what happened in No Way Home. So
yeah,
I would have liked the whole suit being changed because that's going to be in the Andrew Garfield universe, is what I've heard.
yeah,
So it would have been nice to kind of have his outfit kind of have a style of it being in the whole thing. But I mean, it's whatever.
yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, they better not mess it up because if they do, oh god. And a lot of people are saying they don't want Andrew's Spider-Man to be ruined if they do have him in that universe, which I guess I can
Mm,
see where they're coming from, but at the same time it's like it's not looking like they've got much of a choice now. Um
yeah.
yeah, and it sucks, but you know what? If they're going to do it, they better do it right cuz if this movie comes out and it's a flop, I'm going to be mad. I'm like, "See, well you had all this material and you messed it up. You blew it."
Yeah, right.
Right, right.
Yeah, right.
But yeah,
God.
yeah, it's just it's been insane, fam. Like I personally wasn't expecting. I was expecting not to expect something that's related to the universe because when I saw in the Morbius trailer before they officially released, you could see Michael Keaton. I thought he was the officer. I thought he was an officer. I didn't know he was in prison.
Oh
Oh
my
man,
God.
you could just watch the trailer and you'll get all your answers right there. You don't even have to watch the movie. It's that bad. Ah,
So.
but yeah, a lot has been going on in that whole entertainment shtick and everything. And you know what? I'm here for it. At the end of the day, who am I to complain?
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it's been crazy. So, um, I was gonna ask you. There was a lot of things you wanted to talk about regarding there was this performance site you said you wanted to go to or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, you want
and
to talk?
I did announce it on social media.
Okay.
It's being planned right now. I don't know if I'm gonna do in the summer, but I was gonna do like this whole performance
Mm-hmm.
music event for good cause. Um,
Nice.
don't know what kind of charity, um, but it's going to be for a charity, and people who pay that money will go to charity.
Nice.
And I don't know what kind of charity it'll be,
Mm-hmm.
but I might kind of have like a thing where the easygoing gallery can put up like a poll or something, and
I
I mean
see.
I don't know, maybe it'll just be choice, but
Right.
it'll be nice for the audience to kind of pick out the charity for this time. But
Nice. Yeah.
this whole I think that this whole live performance is really gonna be a tribute to the weekend. Because without the weekend,
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be doing music, or I wouldn't have been trying. I mean, I think I would have been trying out music anyways.
Right.
But yeah, like this whole thing's gonna be kind of like a tribute. Well, for like the intro, and then it's just gonna be so it's gonna be like a musical play
Yeah.
kind of atmosphere for the intro, and then it's gonna be like a performance kind of part for the second
Right.
part, and then for the third part, it's gonna be like a more of a DJ thing. I'm not really singing, so it's just kind of me on a DJ booth.
Yeah.
And then after that, the ending is it's gonna kind of be like a whole like nice kind of like thing. But
Yeah.
I have it planned. I just want to wait for the right moment.
Mm-hmm.
So to get everything kind of planned and set up and all
Right.
that. They haven't reached out to me yet about doing
Mm-hmm.
the whole charity thing, because I asked them if we could do it, because I don't think they've done an event with charity. But yeah, like Easygoing Gallery is a coffee shop,
Oh,
and they
okay.
kind of have like this whole music thing as well,
Mm-hmm.
and they have an art thing too, so you can look at art
Nice.
while while there's a freaking band there,
Right.
and
Right.
then coffee shop. I've never heard of it ever in my life
Right.
until I started following one of the bands that go to the school, and
Mm-hmm.
they're doing bands. So I might come see one of them during the 22nd of this month, which I
Nice.
said earlier. But yeah, like this is gonna be pretty fun.
Yeah.
I don't know when it will be, but it will be great.
Mm-hmm.
Um, might do a lot of just depends on what I'm doing.
Right.
Gotta do a lot of practicing, you know get stuff involved. But like the whole intro is gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like I really want to kind of have special effects to kind of make my face look beat up, and I kind of want the whole I kind of want to be introduced with two people dragging me to the
Ah, I
stage, and
see.
then I'll start performing there. Once the
Mm-hmm.
music comes on. But I think that would be pretty cool. And plus that has never done that. I don't think nobody's done that ever at that place before. So
Right.
it's just kind of like, what? I was not expecting this. Like, why is this guy beat up? Like, why does he look like that?
Right.
So,
Right.
I
Right.
mean, I just think I just think it'll be so funny
Yeah.
and so weird at the same time. But I'm gonna have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Like but yeah, like I want to do two events.
Mm-hmm.
For next year, I kind of want to plan something for my second album there, and it's gonna be like a whole vibe. It might be more of a DJ kind of event more than performing. I might do performance there, but it might just be like a listening party of
Right.
my album instead of doing songs and all that.
Yeah.
But
I understand.
I'm definitely going to be performing "Take My Life," "Wonder Why," and probably Chrome Hearts. I'm not for
Mm-hmm.
sure, or Physical, but it's gonna be three songs, I think, or four songs. I could do four songs, but I'm
Right.
thinking about doing the pre-recorded live performances for my channel soon. I just gotta wait. It might be during the summertime as well, but I kind of want to put out songs, and I kind of do like live performance now that my album is out. Like how it was with uh, the whole Physical and Take My Life. Like
Right.
I have songs that I could perform, so it'll be like a whole like little. I don't want it to do it like a little. I don't know if it's gonna be like a film kind of vibe, or
Yeah.
just kind of like different videos or sections. But um, it's gonna be nervous, but the
Yeah.
songs that I'll be performing, you know,
Mhm.
I've sung it before, I've practiced before, and the only thing I kind of suck at is me listening to my own self
Right.
singing. Like if I'm singing right now, because I want to have headphones on, I would have to get used to that and try to make myself sound good.
Mhm.
Because there's, I still need a little bit more work when it comes to like raising my voice and
Yeah,
stuff,
I
and
see.
I
Mhm.
going like a full out thing.
Yeah.
But I'm really excited about that. This was at the last minute kind of idea. I
Mm.
was not expecting to do something like this. Since I've seen it on Instagram and all that, it just kind of got me in the mood. And
Right.
plus, it's for charity. I've
Yeah,
always wanted to do something for charity,
same.
and I don't know what charity it will be, but I kind of want to see if there's any charities here where I live, and
Yeah.
so it'll be cool to kind of bring people from that charity over to here, and they
Mhm.
can kind of I mean, I don't know what it'll be like, but
Yeah, yeah.
it'll be pretty cool.
Yeah,
And
that's really
same
cool.
for my second album event. I don't know what I'll do, but it would be cool to kind of have a beach event. Maybe it might not be for Easygoing Gallery, but it might be for something else at the beach because it's gonna be like a whole beach vibe. So
I see.
I'm very excited to see if
Nice.
that will work, but it's gonna take time, and I don't want to rush things. Like how maybe this event might not be in the summertime of this year. It
Mhm.
might be in October. It might be in December. I just want to make sure that this everything takes time and have a nice build up to it.
I
But
see.
yeah,
Yeah, that sounds really cool actually. It's the best thing is, it's the best part. You can't go wrong with anything if you're doing it for like charity, you know what I mean? Uh
yeah,
yeah, and it's the best part. The only part about it is, that's most important when it comes to performing is that you have to make sure and remind yourself to have fun in the process. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
that's the most important part of anything. So yeah, you can't go wrong
yeah,
with things, doing for charity, and I actually really applaud you for that cuz not many people would do it for charity, you know what I mean? And yeah, that's really cool,
yeah,
bro. Yeah. So,
yeah.
do you want to go into any more like details regarding your upcoming album you said you're working on?
Yeah, I can go through a little bit, but not so much.
Yeah, got to
I
keep
can
the
say
audience
that
waiting.
this is I can say that this is somewhat of a continuation of Injustice, but at the same time not, because I mean I can go out full detail.
Right.
Um, if I wasn't taking my long break because I was really focusing on my mental health and
Yeah.
just I was just dealing with a whole bunch of stuff at the beginning of this year, and
Mhm.
I was not doing good. So I just want I over time I came to build myself up. I'm doing
Yeah.
that now. Like I'm actually writing, working on writing books. I can oh yeah, before I even mention about my second album,
Right.
for Injustice, I'm writing a book. I don't know if it's gonna be. It might just be for an online.
Mhm.
I'm writing like a full out story so people can really understand what's going on and what the whole story's about. But it's kind of gonna be more about this upcoming. Like the whole story is gonna be more kind of really like the whole violational video because
Right.
that will be coming out pretty soon. It was going to be Stranger slash violational, but I'll add Stranger into the song, but it'll just be a violational. Like it's going to be a weird ass video.
Right.
But yeah, and then the next video, the last video, will be Wonder Why, and that will kind of lead up to the second album, which there's like a huge plot twist that
Right.
comes on. So
Mhm.
I hope that you get to see that, which I might
Yeah.
send you a link to it. But
Oh
it's
yeah.
gonna be like a whole thing, and
Right.
I don't know if I should give a hint of what it's kind of inspired by, but
Mhm.
I don't know if I should give a hint out. But
Yeah.
yeah, like the second album is gonna be more of a continuation.
Mhm.
um, it's gonna be a beach album.
Yeah, let's
It's
go.
really gonna. It's not gonna be dark at all.
Yeah.
It's gonna have a dark story, kind of, but it's really
Mhm.
gonna be like a retro kind of experience,
Yeah.
summer vibe. I don't know if it's gonna be releasing in the summertime, but it's gonna be good, and
Yeah.
it's also for. It's an album for my grandmother who
Oh.
passed away during late 2020,
Mhm.
and so she always loved the beach, and I wanted to do something for her.
Yeah.
So this album will not be explicit at all. So it will
Yeah.
be just. I mean, hell, like if she needed the cuss, she needed the cuss. But I just
Right.
wanted to make this album really special. All the features are going to be women features.
Mhm.
It would be nice to work with a woman producer, but I'm already working with somebody,
Right.
like a collaboration, because on Injustice, I just kind of really worked on worked on them more than with the people that I've worked with. But
Yeah.
this one, I definitely want to take the next step. Um,
Mhm.
I really want to work with camera crews, not big camera crews, but
Yeah.
just people that can film for me.
Right.
Because I've kind of done everything all myself, but I really want to kind of do more of that at the beach.
I understand.
Um,
Mhm.
but yeah, like I can say, yeah, this is going to be a great album. I don't know if it's going to be better, because for each album that I do, I kind of want it to be better
Right.
than each album that kind of released. But
Mhm.
yeah, Injustice and the second album will be like a continuation, but not a continuation, because if
Mhm.
like you can listen to the second album
Right.
without listening to Injustice, and it can be a whole entire its own story,
Mhm.
but it's really a continuation, but like in a different kind of vibe.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's gonna kind of be more of a '70s, '80s, maybe '90s kind of vibe, and
Okay.
yeah, like this is gonna be an interesting kind of album, and
Yeah.
I'm excited. And plus, I won't be the only person in the music videos. I want to try to kind of get people involved,
Mhm.
like this whole like I might not uh, talk about that right now. Like maybe
Mhm.
we can do a podcast episode next year or
Yeah,
something, and then kind
possibly.
of
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That'd be
and
down.
talk, like talk about it more. Like if my single comes out, then we can kind of talk about the whole story and
Yeah, yeah.
everything. But
Absolutely.
yeah, like I made this whole track for the single,
Mhm.
but it just doesn't really feel like the vibe I really want to go for.
Right.
So I'm working on this second album with a producer,
Mhm.
and I really want I wanted to try to find someone here, but like there's like online, there's some online stuff that's kind of complicated, so it's
Sure.
just kind of like it's so I was just looking at people on YouTube, and I
Yeah.
found some people, because
Mhm.
once I'm able to kind of pay them and work with them, because I know there's a lot of people that I've worked with that didn't want money, they just want to do it for fun. But this guy says that if you want to pay me, you can, but this is all for music, and this is all
Right.
a memorable experience. I never done anything with a producer that involves money,
Right.
but I just wanted to try that out
Mhm.
and just kind of support them as well of what they're doing, and then kind of let them grow a business of
Yeah.
music producing, because I know there's producers that make music for big artists that get paid. So I would kind of want to start that off
Yeah, I
and
see.
just kind of do that, because I've worked with producers that done free stuff,
Mhm.
which I'm grateful for that.
Yeah.
But I really want to go into a more business kind of thing. But this album's gonna be really special. It's gonna start being in the works again sometime this month, because I've done some other. I was working on them throughout last year
Mhm.
and then through this year, but since all the stuff that was going on in my life, I just had to take a break. And I think just working with somebody can make things easier, and also a better experience. You kind
Yeah.
of really have with somebody, and plus to bring my confidence a little bit up in communicating with a lot of people, because if I want to become a big artist, I got to work with a lot of people
Yeah.
to like make projects, like especially making a movie, like how
Mhm.
rough that is,
Possibly.
like make a movie,
Yeah.
and like hell, like making a romantic scene in the bed, there's
Oh,
like a whole bunch
oh
of people
God.
right there. Oh my gosh. But
Right, right.
there's there's a lot of people that you got to work with in life, and
Yeah.
I really want to try to open up and kind of work with a lot of people. But this second album is going to be really good. I
Mhm.
really want to work with a lot of people for this second album, because it's for my grandmother who passed away.
Yeah. Rest in
So
peace.
it's for her, and I want to make something that's special
Mhm.
and memorable.
Yeah.
And I won't post as much music videos on here
Mhm.
as I did with Injustice. It'll be more of a
Mhm.
um, just kind of like a short story of music videos.
Yeah.
But I'll still do like a little short film
Yeah.
and all that. But
Mhm.
not a lot of music videos like what I did with Injustice, which I still got 2 more videos to work on. I'm still waiting for these flowers to die,
Right, right,
so
right.
we can go back to November where it's all green grass and all that. But
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I
I'm.
can't. I wish I can say more,
Hmm.
but that's all I can really say for that second album until
Yeah.
my next single comes out. The second album, then we can talk more about it.
Yeah, that's all good, man. Yeah, keep the audience on that cliffhanger so they can, check your stuff out, and when they're ready to see the stuff, they're gonna check it out, fam. Yeah, that's all good with me. um,
Yeah.
but yeah, bro, I gotta commend you. I mean, you're putting in work into your stuff, and possibly more work than I'll ever do into anything that I'm currently doing. In complete honesty, but yeah, I have to say, I gotta give you props, man. You're putting in time. You know, energy and as well as money into this stuff, I have to applaud you for that.
Yeah, I never really put money into my work, but this
Mhm.
will be the starting point of bringing money. Like with the
Right.
event, because I'm looking for a job that can kind of build my money up and try to make something like that work.
Mhm.
Um, I can do that event for free if I just had the right equipment. Like if I had the equipment that I needed, then I can just do it right away. But like I
Right.
need equipment. I might not buy equipment. I might just kind of try to talk with some people and kind of work them. So like if like a DJ, I'll work with a DJ. So it's more of like a more collaborative
Mhm.
kind of experience more than by myself because I this is the first time doing it. So I really want to have people to kind of work with
Right.
and kind of have like the whole thing because I kind of want to have like a whole black setup,
Mhm.
like black sheets or something for the
Yeah.
walls because they're performing in front of artwork. So this is more of a more like a like um the Dawn FM kind of thing for the
Yeah.
intro, and it's kind of more of that tribute. So I really want to do like the black sheets to kind of make it look like you're an empty soul wandering around uh blackness, like
Right.
Insidious.
Yeah.
If any of y'all saw Insidious before,
Mhm.
you know, you go into the further, and it's kind of like that kind of vibe. And I would really like to have for the intro of me performing, they kind of have like that black smoke coming in. So it's
Yeah.
kind of more of a really want to pay. I also really want to pay tribute to Insidious because that's the only movie that will freak me out and make me piss my pants.
Right, right,
So
right.
and plus, it kind of gives off that vibe.
Yeah.
And so it's going to be called Afterlife Experience. So it's going to
Mhm.
be more like an afterlife experience
Yeah.
until you're just like a soul just dancing with
Yeah.
other souls. I guess I don't
Yeah, I
know, but
understand.
I think that whole idea was pretty cool for a start of
Mhm.
this thing. But it will also have injustice theme as well to it,
Mhm.
like with my outfit.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be simple. I might just wear a black suit or something, and with my black bandana
Mhm.
and a beat up face. So that might just be something like that. But
Yeah.
that would just be about it.
Yeah, I
But
see.
excited, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. That, man, I gotta say again, I applaud you for all this work you're putting into stuff, man. Um, oh, what was I gonna say? Has there ever been a time where you just feel like, man, this is just not like this is like, have you ever felt like you would want to give up at some point? Like, have you ever gone through that like stage yet?
When it comes to being lazy, yeah. Like me kind of finish because for this injustice project, like I've had 2 times of me trying to finish up a music video. Like I would
Mhm.
film the whole bunch of stuff, and I would wait for a little while, and then it would take months and months and months because I just got lazy.
Mhm.
Because usually when you start something like other things, you get into that vibe, and sometimes you
Yeah,
don't get into that vibe, and you want to work on something else. That was kind of like me,
I
and
see.
I'm doing better at that.
Right.
But I have a reason now because I went through a lot of stuff at the beginning of this year, so I needed that
Mhm.
break to kind of
Yeah,
build myself back up. But
absolutely.
yeah, like I can tell you that I had that experience when it came to making YouTube videos back in
Mhm.
2016 and 2017.
Mhm.
Then especially in 2017 because in 2016 I was making a whole bunch of like little vlogs and stuff because I
Right.
wanted to be Markiplier. So I want to do those kind of videos. But at the same time, there are other videos kind of like McJuggernuggets kind of vibe
Mm-hmm.
for especially for 2017. But since I wasn't really feeling it when
Right.
I came back to 2017 because just making those YouTube videos just didn't really fit in my
Yeah.
vibe no more. So
Yeah.
and then I started doing the whole writing thing
Mm-hmm.
and then the whole music thing, which I think the music thing kind of took place during the writing thing.
Mm, okay.
But I can say I'm doing a lot better when it comes to the whole writing thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm working on trying to get something out as a book. I have like a few titles that I could announce, but I'm not really going to announce. But I can say
Yeah.
there's a lot of horror. Um, there is a superhero one,
Oh,
and then
nice.
there's a love story one. And then I want to do like this whole adventure kind of fantasy story. Like
Yeah.
I have this whole thing in mind, and it's kind of taking place at a real place, and I really want to make a story kind of based on this real place. But I
Right.
might talk about that in the future
Mm-hmm.
because I really want to keep everything, secret for now because I'm not really for sure. But I really want to try to get something out as a book.
Right.
Maybe next year. I don't know if I would get something out for this year,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm excited,
Mm-hmm.
especially working on a like an actual like fan film.
Oh, I
I
see.
want to make something professional.
Mm-hmm.
Started off with short films and then kind of work my way up, but I really want to like collaborate with directors and kind of write,
Mm-hmm.
the script. Something small, something it doesn't really have to be anything horror or anything. It might just be like a simple kind of like film and then just
Yeah.
kind of work my way up to something like that. But I've kind of wanted to do something like that and
Mm-hmm.
kind of get really into cameras and
Right.
video cameras, or like professional cameras, and really kind of get used to doing that.
I see.
Which that's always been a dream about me. But yeah, like that. That was the moment. Those 2 years where I just kind of fell apart and came back, and then was like, nah, I can't do this.
Right.
So
But
and it hurt. It hurt.
mm-hmm.
Um, But yeah, I was not expecting to do music, bro. I
Right.
was expecting to see myself, you know, doing possibly gaming videos
Mm-hmm.
in the future, but it just didn't really turn out. But
I see.
I do want to do. I want to go back to making videos and try to give it a chance.
Right.
But I really want to wait for the right moment. I could start gaming videos, but I want to get a better kind of like gaming setup to try to make good and wait for the right moment as well.
Yeah.
And also kind of create I might just get like a green screen and do something like Dashy.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be nice.
Yeah.
That he just has the green screen and you
Right.
know
Yeah.
just have a good gaming computer because I don't really have a good computer.
Mm-hmm.
Because I wanted something simple because I know my brother wanted to get me one.
I
So
see.
very very grateful.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah. That's man. You do impress me, man. For real. Uh,
yeah.
yeah.
Thank
You've
you.
got everything planned out already for this year, next year. I don't even have anything planned out at all. It just comes to me. But yeah,
Now
man.
I don't have anything planned out for 2024.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe my second album might drop in that year,
Mm.
and maybe a single for next year because I want to take things a little bit slow, and I don't really want to be one of those artists that releases a music album yearly.
Yeah.
So because that was me when I was doing the whole instrumental beats and
Mm.
albums, because
Yeah.
I was I was just having fun at that point. Like I
Yeah.
was just doing the music and putting it out like a whole bunch. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why I wanted to have a new start because I just kind of went over the limit of releasing kind of music like every month, which is not a bad thing. But I was releasing these in Apple Music, so I
Right.
really wanted to do something professional this time.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I understand. Wow, man. So I guess this is a beautiful way to like end the podcast episode off for today. Yeah, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. There's probably a lot of people that are inspired by you. I remember
Maybe.
maybe yeah. But
Maybe.
I remember back then when we met in Storyfire. That's where I discovered you, and where we met
Mm,
originally, and we made that collab video. I remember checking your stuff out. I'm like, and I just be like, wow, this guy makes me want to actually put in work in my stuff. um and I guess that's like the best part of just doing this stuff is that it's kind of like a chain reaction. You're doing this, you never really know you're inspiring someone, at the end of the day, behind the scenes, um I
mhm.
have to give you props, man, again, for putting all of this work in throughout the years. I remember there was this Michael Myers short that I saw from you, and I was like, this is sick, I love this. And then there
I
was
think it was called The Shape. I don't know if is it the series or
I
something,
think it was a
or was it just
trailer. I think it was a trailer.
all right?
Yeah.
Because I released that, and then I released a Laughing Jack one.
Mhm.
But I'm current. I can say this. I am writing a whole entire new series of my own Halloween. I can say this,
Oh.
for it to be a book series. I might release it online too, but it would be
Mhm.
nice to kind of go back to Storyfire and kind of show it out as well. And same
Right.
thing for Wattpad too. Release it on Wattpad and kind of release it everywhere and get it out there. But I really want this to be good. The
Right.
writing progress is really good. I've already done writing the plots and how the story goes for the first one. The second one, I'm still working on that one. There's a few changes that I need to work on and kind of have stuff that makes more sense.
Mhm.
But I can say that this is better than the shape of what I
Right.
done that I
Right.
released. I'm so proud of the shape out of that because I did the story I was talking about when I was looking back at it and I had a lot of errors on Wattpad.
Mhm.
That was also called the shape, and I had also
Ah.
released a 5-part kind of series, but that was the shape was kind of more of a different take
Mhm.
because I wanted something that was kind of in the cinematic kind of like universe
Yeah,
of
yeah.
the 78 film and kind of change something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that was pretty nice to try out. But
Mhm.
yeah, this one, this one's gonna be my own story. I wanted to give Laurie Strode a break. We've already seen her too damn much.
Right.
And same
Yeah,
for
yeah.
Dr. Loomis too. I mean, I know those two characters are really great,
Yeah.
but I really want to create my own story with this. Like, this is my own story. This is my own universe.
Yeah.
How about let's make something that's like let's leave Laurie Strode aside. Let's create something new. So this is gonna be a really great. I'm very proud of this one,
Mhm.
and I'm excited when it comes to me fully writing. I just really want to go to like a coffee shop or a library and just
Mhm.
write it.
Right.
That would be dope. But
Yeah.
like maybe if I get my driver's license, I can kind of, because I'm still in the work in progress of trying to get a driver's license. But
Mhm.
like I would just really love to go to a library or something, and just
Yeah.
you know write. Like, that would be nice.
Yeah. Get that
And
focus in.
I've never been to a library ever before, only at school. But I
Mm.
don't really want to consider that as a library. Like, I want to go to an
Right.
actual library
Mhm.
and write. So like that would be
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be really, yeah. Man, I remember going to a library was a normal thing, but now going back to one in this year is just, oh geez, too much has changed. Technology has overtaken that. But
Yeah, like you can just open a story or something on an app on your phone now,
yeah,
and it's nice. It's nice here and there to actually read a book.
yeah,
Like, I'm currently I mean, I do kind of check out books here and there to kind of get inspiration
yeah,
from my work when it comes to music, or just getting advice and getting inspired for
yeah.
life in general. But I would have to for like a next episode
Mm-hmm.
podcast or something.
Yeah,
I would really like to kind of put down a list of musics that kind of inspire me,
right.
books, movies that I like, just something like that. But
Yeah,
yeah, it's nice to kind of open an actual book and
yeah.
just, I don't mean I know a lot of people don't do it, especially
Right.
not me.
Right.
because I'm not that type of like when it came to school,
Mhm.
like like Adrian, read this. Read this whole thing. It's your turn to
Right.
read. I'm like, what? I was just falling asleep here. I didn't even know where we're at, bro. Like
Right.
I was in that kind of thing, but I'm kind of
Yeah.
taking the whole book thing seriously.
Mhm.
And Storyfire was really nice, and
Yeah.
I'm so proud of Storyfire. I
Mhm.
don't know so much of what's going on in Storyfire. Do you know?
I haven't been on there for a month. I really don't know.
Yeah,
I couldn't tell you.
I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while. I hope that everything's doing fine. But
Yeah. Yeah, I hope so.
yeah, I still love Storyfire. I still
Mhm.
love what Jesse created. I don't know if he's fully. I think that someone else has Storyfire now.
Yeah, 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 someone
I
else. He left
think so, but
completely, yeah.
yeah, it just kind of sucks that just kind of fell apart.
Yeah,
But
mhm.
I can tell you that I'm not really a big fan of the whole video series. To be honest,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
really like the whole writing better
Mhm.
because when it came to all the whole updates, when it came to the whole videos, and
Yeah.
then you get the social posts and all that, that
Mhm.
just kind of and plus those two things were like the main thing for Storyfire now.
Right.
So it was kind of like then what's the like everyone wants to have the video series, and
Yeah.
when they apply for a video series, you usually see them like releasing vlogs and stuff. Like
Yeah.
to be honest, if I was in charge of Storyfire, I would really want everyone to create something that is actually storytelling, not vlogs. I mean, it would be nice to
Yeah.
still carry that around, but
Mhm.
it's more of that Storyfire, and I would really like it to be more of that storytelling vibe than it is for like a YouTube, be its own thing,
Right.
at least story video series. But I did have one, the passage away from reality.
Right.
That was kind of like a cool kind of like thing.
Mhm.
Maybe I can do something like that in the future
Right.
for YouTube or for Storyfire.
Yeah.
Like it would be nice to kind of like to me. Uh, I mean, I was thinking in my head of like the easier ways to kind of get a video badge and all this.
Mhm.
But, there's parts to me that really like the video series,
Right.
applications and all that, and then there's another part that's kind of like,
I mean,
that's what everyone wants to do on there now.
yeah. I mean, right now getting video is actually really easy. There's like this critic
Yeah,
thing. Yeah, there's this critic thing where people vote for whether or not you get video, and a lot of people have been getting video left and right. Um,
yeah,
I
I saw that. I'm like,
yeah,
how come they didn't have this a while back?
exactly, exactly. It
I
took
mean,
like a millennium.
I mean, you could. I mean, they could have done something to where you have a good amount of awards or something that
Yeah,
that they give out to you,
yeah.
and then you can unlock that video series. But after you've done that series, you don't have the video series badge no more, and you
Hmm.
have it's like as you're actually trying to achieve something, then you've
Yeah,
done it. And if you want another series, you have to build up to a
yeah.
different number of badges or awards or something, and then
Hmm.
you get that. It's kind of like that whole, in which I think that would have been cool, and plus it would have been
Yeah,
easier for
yeah,
people to have video badges. But you know, congratulations to everyone who's been getting the videos
yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
I
yeah,
haven't really paid attention to Storyfire in a
yeah.
while.
Yeah, me
I
neither.
might re-download it,
Yeah,
not title as the Anemone,
yeah, yeah.
and just kind of see what's going on, and then wait for the right moment. I guess like once I get done writing some kind of story,
Hmm.
like for an example, the Halloween story.
Right,
Just kind of share that out and kind of return and be like, hey, it's me again.
right,
Look at
right.
this, we're dropping this out. Plus, I kind of had a bad habit of not releasing stories because I used to just drop trailers and that was it.
Hmm.
I used to drop
Right.
just the trailers and then I didn't really do as much of the stories. I guess I just kind of ran out of the whole passion thing, like how I
Yeah,
was, where I wasn't really feeling the whole making vlogs again.
yeah.
And then I transitioned to the writing thing and
Hmm.
the music thing, and now I'm kind of in the mood of doing um, films and all that again. But
Yeah.
trying. Well, I had the film as well too with the whole Myers film.
Hmm.
Um, I'm proud of that one. But I took that down because I really wanted to save that for Storyfire, but I
Right.
didn't really get the video badge, and I was trying my best. But I was like, you know what?
Screw
You know,
this.
I'm just gonna wait for the right moment to kind of do the applications again because I kept
Yeah,
on hoping I was getting the video badge, and I kind of got upset here and there, but at the same
yeah,
time, I've kind of grown up to be more patient, more
yeah.
respectful. Taking more time, coming up with good ideas.
Mhm.
So yeah, I would really like to come back to Storyfire
Right.
to either release something big or to kind of try to get the video badge. But yeah, it
Yeah.
kind of sucked too because I was out here trying to do these video badges, try to unlock and applications, and you see these people that doesn't have any history of making stories and stuff.
Uh huh.
They
Yeah.
just joined the app, they put on this application, and then boom, and I've been here for like 2 years or 3 years, and I'm
Right.
still doing this application. So,
Right.
but I did kind of get mad about that, but I didn't really care as much. So
Yeah.
I was kind of like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I
But
completely understand that, but
I wouldn't mind going back to Storyfire though to kind of check out what's going on because it's
yeah.
actually been a while. I think it's been like about a year now.
Oh wow.
So it would be nice to kind of go back to there and see what's happening and kind
Mm-hmm.
of see the whole atmosphere and see if I'm feeling it again. If I'm not feeling it again, then I might not release as much. But
Yeah, I see. Yeah, my time there is done. I'm gonna be
yeah,
on. Yeah, my time there is just.
yeah. Like a lot of people left after Jesse did. Like I think Pugil Hall left. I think
Nah, he's
I'm not
still
for
on there.
sure.
He's still on there.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
okay, because I think it was someone who kind of left when
uh,
Jesse was leaving, so
I
not really
think it
quite for
was.
sure, but
There's a. I don't know if you remember Devin and Shallow.
mhm,
Yeah, they deleted their accounts. They left. A lot of
and
yeah, a lot of the
it's
people.
crazy.
Yeah, yeah, it is. A lot of the people that I guess you could say you kind of ruled Storyfire back then. They deleted their accounts. They're all gone. They're not there anymore. Uh,
Yeah, man, Storyfire just kind of fell apart right after that, which I'm wishing whoever's owning this the best, Storyfire the best.
yeah.
I still love Storyfire,
Mhm.
and I hope one day it'll have the same energy as it did for me
Yeah.
back in the day. But gosh, like that, like Storyfire, I can give props to Storyfire. Although Wattpad was the main app that kind of really brought me to publishing stories and all that,
Uh-huh.
my sucky ass stories from the beginning, so I got a little bit better.
Right.
But
Right.
you know, I can give props to Jesse and Brian for that, and I really do want to meet them and
Mhm.
just kind of have a conversation. Just about story writing, filmmaking, just kind of what was the process of, like, if I was to interview Brian or something, I would
Right.
really want to talk to him about like what was it like kind of in the process of making this app. Like, I've talked to Brian before, but
Yeah.
I haven't talked to him in a while, but when I was in Storyfire, I did talk to him
Mm.
a lot, like here and there, like he would talk to me more
Mm,
than
okay.
Jesse. Like, I think Jesse interacted with me twice in the DMs, but that was about it. That was about it. But
Right. Right.
Brian was someone good to talk to, especially like when it comes to like those bugs and all that.
Yeah.
So it was just kind of nice to kind of just talk to him and be like, and kind of tell him like, hey, there's something going on. Just
Yeah.
looking after for the community.
Right.
Which, yeah, it kind of changed right after the whole market push happened
Oh
and all
yeah.
these people kept on coming. That's when it kind of really started with the whole
Yeah.
bots, in
Yeah.
my honest opinion. And I think Stormfire was a lot better than the whole marketing push, in my
Yeah.
honest opinion.
Yeah, you're not wrong there. I mean, my account was getting sub botted to I don't know. It was just getting sub botted left and right, and it was getting annoying. But I guess it was a way to get me banned because I don't know if you know this, but I'm a commentator, so some of my takes, cause some of my takes can be a bit controversial here and there. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Same with me.
yeah,
Same with me when I was supporting Biden. Well, you probably saw what was going on,
yeah, I
but
saw.
there was a lot of Trump supporters there,
Oh
and I was
yeah.
supporting Biden.
And
But
everyone
I
was
don't really care so much for Trump or Biden no more. So it's
mhm.
just kind of like, you know, I
Whatever.
just don't really want to. I just don't really want to be someone that will hate or
Yeah.
have hate in my life or
Yeah.
carry that hate until I die. I want to make sure everything is all good
Right.
and all that shit, which everything's going good.
Yeah.
I haven't really experienced hate at all when it comes to the whole YouTube thing.
Mhm.
But it's been a blessing.
Yeah.
I'm grateful that I've done um, that I was a creator on Storyfire. Same with Wattpad.
Yeah.
Um, Same with YouTube as well. I'm glad that YouTube has done a lot of updates when it comes to haters,
Oh yeah.
because there's a lot of people who take hate seriously,
Yeah.
and I just don't think that's really good.
Yeah.
I mean, but I'm glad that they're kind of done updates to where it's more safe, and
Yeah.
especially for kid audiences too,
Mhm.
keeping that whole thing safe. But
Absolutely. Yeah.
it's been cool experience in my life, and
Yeah.
Storyfire is a big thing in my life, and I would
Same.
really like to return and
Yeah.
kind of try to see if I can see if my vibe there. Which
Yeah.
I will come back eventually, but I just want to wait till if Storyfire is going to be good, if it's going to fall down.
Yeah.
But
I,
it's kind of past now, so I
yeah.
guess that it was just one time life experience, and that was it. It would
Yeah.
be cool if Jesse and Brian could make something different
Mhm.
and kind of show us something new. That would be nice.
It would be.
Instead of it being Storyfire, it could be something else that's new. Like
Yeah.
that would be really cool. Like
Yeah.
maybe a game.
Well,
How
you
cool would that
never know.
be?
You never you
A
never know with
game
these
where
people.
or they could pull out something with the Prime drink with
Oh,
Jesse and Logan.
yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
I said Jesse and Logan.
Josie and
KSI and
Logan.
Logan. My bad.
Right, right. But
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, you never
They could
know.
do something like that. Something new.
Yeah. Yeah. Never say never. Cause,
Yeah.
'Cause I said Logan would never fight Mayweather. Ha 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 ha. Look at that. Look what happened.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah, stuff's been, man, it's looking back at how Storyfire was back then, you get fond memories and stuff like that. But
That was so great.
yeah, but things change, and I guess people change as well, mentalities and everything like that.
Mm.
Yeah, I guess you can. Oh man, it's just I don't like looking back at how good Storyfire was back then, because I know if I go back there because of those memories, and it's gonna be pretty bad. It's just like,
Same with like the whole Blaze clan and a
yeah,
whole bunch of those
right,
discords. Like that was so nice, especially for the lit match too.
yeah,
My whole original plan was to do a whole bunch of creators coming in, like
right,
music artists,
yeah,
drawing artists. You get all these different people who likes to surf, who likes
yeah,
to cook, something like that. But that just didn't happen, and it just became a whole story fire community.
yeah,
And I'm glad, I'm glad I really done something like that. I
yeah,
really kind of wanted to do something like the Blaze Clan, and um, there was something called Fire.
mm-hmm.
I forgot what it was called, but it was you know based
Fire.
mainly by Shallow and all of them.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
it
that
was
whole,
something by Fire called Fire something. I don't know. I don't
yeah,
really. It goes something like around there, but it's been years, man. But
it has been,
I hope I hope those guys are doing well. I hope that every of the OG creators that we've were around. Like I could say that I was someone in that
hmm,
range too, but I wasn't
yeah,
really like a big creator.
hmm,
But
yeah, I
I think
understand.
I felt like I was someone like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, you definitely were.
And it was
Yeah,
great. But I can't compare myself to those guys. Like those guys are were big
yeah. I mean,
for the Sword Fire community. But
yeah,
like you said, in life things change, and you just gotta accept them. You can't,
yeah,
you just gotta keep doing you in the
yeah,
present time.
yeah,
But it's nice to look back in the past. But
yeah.
yeah,
It just kind of sucks having to know, like, yeah, that was the past, man. Like that's not coming back.
yeah,
Um,
like we weren't expecting us to be right here
yeah,
doing our own thing like this.
yeah, yeah. We really
Like
weren't, and it's crazy, man. Like looking back at it now, you can see, like, our progress in this, like in this side of things, like content creating, you can see our progress. We would have never ever thought we would be in this position, and it's just,
Yeah.
yeah, time does wonders for everyone.
Yeah, because me and you kind of basically met. So
Yeah,
there,
yeah,
and
yeah,
that's kind of nice.
yeah. It was a legendary moment there.
Yeah, especially hearing, you know, because
Hmm.
I know that Damien Diablo was someone big. I think
Yeah,
I think that was his name, but
yeah, yeah,
man, his voice is like high pitched though. Like I thought his voice was gonna be deeper because I think I was
Same.
watching the
Yeah,
Blaze Clan because I was listening to the Blaze Clan
yeah.
podcast and I'm like, oh my gosh, this
Right,
guy's voice is a little bit lighter than expected.
right.
This was my
Same.
first time hearing his voice, and I think they had the same reaction too.
Yeah.
And I were you in the episode or was it someone else?
They never really
Or
cared
for
about
sure.
me like that, so I was never in any episodes. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, I was in talks with them to do some kind of podcast episode, but
Ah, I see.
I know I've done Kyle's I don't know how to pronounce his last name, starts with a P, but I know he
Mm-hmm.
done his podcast and I did his cover art. So I
Okay.
mean, if they still want, if I haven't talked to him to a while, but it would be nice to kind of recreate that because my drawing style has kind of evolved, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
starting to get a little bit more better when it comes to the digital artwork.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be nice to kind of rework that artwork
Yeah, I
because
understand.
I done something to where I was drawing it on paper, and I had this app, and I took the picture, and I kind of made it into like a whole digital thing.
Right.
And I use like these, and they have like these paint buckets, and you just press on whatever area, and it colors it. Bad
Mm-hmm.
idea.
Yeah.
Bad idea.
Right, right.
Looks it doesn't look right, but my drawings kind of I think that the whole digital artwork and everything has kind of helped me make my artwork a little bit better.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah,
understand.
I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, I guess this is the best way to end the podcast, reminiscing on the past, and looking back at the amazing progress that not only like we have made, but just like in general, all these things we thought would never get anywhere just get somewhere. um
Yeah, like maybe I can say this, like maybe in the next 5 years I might be like a male stripper or something. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I start shaking my ass on the pole. Start rubbing it up and down.
If it's in the
I'm kidding. I'm
musket.
kidding. I'm kidding.
But yeah, man, yeah. Yeah, real quick before we end this podcast off, I want to thank you so much for, like taking time out of your life to join in the podcast, man. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome. And
Yeah.
yeah, oh yeah, by the way, anyone who has made it to this part of the podcast,
Mm-hmm.
man, we had to like reschedule this whole
Oh yeah.
podcast. So it's finally nice to kind of do this because,
Yeah.
I wanted to wait for like the right moments. And then after that,
Mm-hmm.
you had that problem where you were locked out. So, you
Yeah.
couldn't really reach out to me.
Yeah,
So,
that
we had these
sucks.
ups and downs. And
Yeah.
plus, that one day when I told you that I wanted to reschedule,
Mm-hmm.
that day ended up being like a horrible storm. It wasn't
Yeah.
that bad, but it was a bad storm to where you could hear like thundering and stuff. So I didn't
Yeah.
want
Yeah.
that in the damn podcast episode. So,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
yeah,
But yeah, the storm also passed from over here.
but yeah, I'm glad that we finally did the podcast
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah.
And
A year later after our original collaboration, and here we are.
oh yeah,
Yeah, but all right. I guess we'll end it off
I wish
here.
know, one thing. I wish I could have had an accent when it came to that character I played.
Uh-huh.
Your little thing. I wish I had some kind of accent. I just used my normal voice. But next time, if we do something like that, I would definitely like to have some kind of, like
Yeah.
accent.
Yeah, 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 yeah. But hey, we were both young back then. We weren't really thinking. We were just having fun. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah.
I guess this is it.
Yes,
Thank you so
sir.
much, man. Thank you so much. We can always run
Yeah,
it
you're
back.
welcome,
We
man.
can always run it back if you want.
Yeah.
But yeah, uh, to the people listening to the podcast, we want to thank you so much for listening. to the end, because again, like the Anonymous said, it took us so long to get this done.
Yeah, one
Yeah.
one more thing, guys.
Right.
Guys, better not be sitting in the damn toilet listening to this damn podcast episode. Like,
Yeah.
God, like you out here sitting and you listen to the damn podcast. Like, God, damn, I can spell it out right now. But yeah,
Right.
guys don't be listening to Steve's podcast episodes while you're like pooping or something. Oh my God.
Yeah.
God, like, how about you just like murder somebody and you're out here driving to try to hide the body and you're out here listening to us? Like, oh my gosh,
What's
bro!
wrong
Like,
with
what
you?
have you done? Like, why are you listening to us?
Right.
or any of or any other episodes from Steve? Like, why?
Yeah.
Just why?
Right. But yeah.
Or hell, like if you're like hiding in a damn closet and somebody's broken into your damn house and they're wandering around trying to see where you are. Why are you listening to Steve's podcast episode? Like, what the? Is that the best way to like keep yourself safe? I mean, I think it's cool, but oh my God.
Right.
You better got a nap, please.
Yeah. But yeah, guys, to the people listening, thank you so much for listening to today's podcast. Real quick before we end it off, in the link in the description, you will find links to Charities, and you will also find the Anonymous links in the description as well. So please make sure to support his stuff. But again, that's gonna be it from me today, and we'll catch you in the next episode of the Cooking Mug Podcast. Any last words before we shut it off?
Make sure when you go down and press the link to my eBay, do not buy my used underwear, please. No. Okay, I don't have an eBay with the used underwear. Like I was fixing to say, yeah. Make sure you guys subscribe to my OnlyFans. Yeah, I don't have an OnlyFans.
Oh God!
What the hell? But yeah, make sure y'all guys stay tuned for my content and for Steve's as well. Like hell, maybe we might do a podcast episode for mine because I really need to release the episode I did with my review with the Prime drinks. But yeah, make sure y'all guys support Steve as well. Make sure y'all guys whatever charity he puts down, make sure he puts the Barney toenails charity. I mean, I don't know if that exists, but make sure y'all guys if y'all guys can just put something for the charity and help them support as well. Yeah, I think that would be nice. So just make sure you guys do that as well, and support Steve. As much as y'all can. Share his content too. If y'all guys secretly find his OnlyFans, share that as well. So support it. Support it as well. If he does have an OnlyFans, I mean, maybe not. Maybe not. I mean, maybe he might have an evil twin that has an OnlyFans, but whatever.
You never know.
I'm kidding, y'all. I'm kidding. It does not have an OnlyFans. I can confirm it right now. But anyways, support my boy. And thank y'all guys for enjoying this episode.
Thank you.
Finally.
Finally, yeah. But okay, catch you guys in the next episode. Much love and peace. Bye.